happy to be a part of this mission trip to Anguilla we have 9 members of staff. We have 2 physicians, 6 nurses and a paramedic that's going to be going over to Anguilla, and they're going to be going for a 2-week period to be able to assist with the medical needs of the team over there. We've been in contact with the medical director and also the chief medical officer, and they have been communicating with us what the needs are of the community. And they're seeing, as expected, a lot of lacerations and puncture wounds and that sort of thing, trauma that occurs when people are rebuilding after a storm. And we are equipped, both personnel-wise as well as medical supplies-wise, to be able to assist them exactly where there are needs. And we are very blessed and happy to be able to help our friends and neighbours over in Anguilla.
We at Cayman are very happy to be playing our role in this effort to assist the people of Anguilla after the passage of Hurricane Irma. Our role is mainly to make sure that we carry the resources in terms of the human resources that are going to Anguilla, but there's so much supplies that are on board this aircraft. We have 16,000 pounds of supplies in various forms, and we have used every available inch of space on a passenger airplane to carry as much as we can. So the cargo holds are completely full. Underneath every seat there is water or something else that can fit under the seat. So we're loaded with medical supplies and dry goods, tarpaulins, all sorts of stuff that were donated by the Cayman Islands government. At Cayman Airways, we feel fairly proud about being able to do this because we're blessed as an overseas territory to be the only one that has a national airline. So, you know, what we take for granted, the other territories don't even have these resources available to them. So Anguilla, for instance, has no national airline that can fulfill the sort of missions that we're doing here now. Even flying into Anguilla, their airport is not 100% operational, so we're using special procedures to accomplish this flight. The planning for this flight has been in the making now for maybe the last 3 or 4 days. In the end, it came together. We are a little bit late leaving Cayman, but it was a tremendous task to get all of this stuff on board. You know, we basically had like a human supply chain feeding everything on and off. When we get to Anguilla, we've also taken enough staff that if they don't have enough resources on the ground to get the stuff off the aircraft quickly, we'll be able to assist and get it off quickly, because it's important that we get out of there before sunset, because the airport isn't certified for night operations at this time. Again, we're very happy to be playing our part in this.
I think those of us who've been in Cayman for a while know full well the challenges that are posed in the wake of a hurricane like Irma. And I remember only too well the struggles that we had during Ivan and how isolated we felt and how little assistance we actually got from anywhere. And I think it is important that at times like this, those that can help, do help. And these are our sister overseas territories, and these are our brothers and sisters living in them. And Cayman is in a position where we can actually offer tangible assistance, and I am delighted that we are able to do so, and I'm so proud of our people and how willingly they volunteer to go and offer this assistance. It's not just the supplies, the physical supplies that we are able to provide, but needed medical assistance and security assistance to British Virgin Islands and Anguilla and the Turks and Caicos Islands. And as Premier, again, I am incredibly proud that we are able to do this.
How important is the aid that Cayman Islands is bringing today for the country?
It's immensely important, and I think it's important in 2 ways. Anguilla's been badly hit, and so the aid here is very important. It's heading up to our hospital, where it would be serving people that have been, damaged and hurt and in need of assistance. But more importantly, I think it's a sign of fellowship and support from a fellow overseas territory. And in a way, any gift, no matter how big or small, and this has been very big, has a real value when it comes from those who are closest to you. and those who are part of the Overseas Territory family. So on behalf of Her Majesty the Queen, as I'm a representative here, I just want to say thank you to the Premier for coming today, bringing his staff and bringing the assistance, but a particular thanks to the governments and the people of the Cayman Islands who've come to their sister overseas territory at one of its most difficult times. Thanks very much indeed to one and all.
Well, for me as an Anguillian, I think I just have to echo the governor's comments, because Anguilla's been hit hard. It's been a terrible, terrible blow for us. And in order for us to get back on our feet, we'll need all the help and support we can get. And I think it's so amazing that the government of the Cayman, the people of the Cayman Islands have been so generous in offering this support in our time of need. They say you know who your friends are when you're in need. And I think this shows us clearly who our friends are. But I'd like to personally say thank you to DG Manderson, who's been a great colleague and counterpart of mine over the years, very great supporter of mine, and I'm very pleased about his role in organizing this. So I'd like to give a special thank you to him for his role in making this happen.
At a time like this, it's good to know that your colleagues and brothers from across the region have responded in the way that they have. We all live in a region that is susceptible to hurricanes, and we know each other's pain. Cayman Islands have gone through a similar hurricane in the past. We have gone through several hurricanes, and so have our brothers and sisters in the region. And we know what it takes, and we know how important it is to show solidarity and do something to lift spirits. I met Premier Alden in 2002 when we used to go to the Ministerial Consultative Council in London. All the overseas territories are part of that exercise, and we have become very close friends and associates. But in addition to that, Caymanians have been friends of Anguilla in terms of the support they're giving us for medical treatment overseas with Health City Cayman, and we have built a very strong relationship with its people. The colleagues from the colleague prime ministers and heads of state from the region have also responded. But this Caymanian effort is a demonstration that we have strong communication as overseas territories, and we understand what the needs are, because the aid package that they brought here included medical support and supplies, personnel, as well as food, water, and sanitary supplies. These are the critical elements of the relief packages that we need at this time. Next week we'll go into another mode, of course, which will involve more building materials. Tarpaulins are coming in as well, chainsaws, generators. Those kind of hardware are important for assisting the recovery effort. But certainly the gesture is a huge gesture in terms of where we are today. The relief supplies are running out, and every day they're being replenished. And if we have a constant flow coming in, it will make everybody happy. It's important that we meet the immediate needs of the people. There are some people who have lost everything, but they've been spared to have their lives, which is important. So as we have done in the past, we can rebuild. As happened in Cayman Islands, they rebuild. So they understand what this is all about.
I think the whole process of having joint ministerial council meetings and the pre-joint ministerial council meetings has brought the overseas territories that much closer together. And importantly, we know each other. The leaders know each other, and a lot of the technical staff know each other because of the interaction and relationships that we have developed. And so it's a lot easier. Communication is a lot easier. And they are our brothers and sisters. The overseas territories now, the combined populations of all of them is only about 250,000 people. So you know we are relatively small, smaller than most countries actually, and we are very, very vulnerable. Most of us, we live on islands whose safety and security is often threatened by natural disaster. Our economies are very vulnerable. All are very outward facing, relying principally on tourism and financial services or those kinds of things. So we have a lot in common, and we understand we need to stick together and support each other in good times and in bad. Well, I've only been able to tour the area near the airport because we've been awaiting the arrival of the Foreign Minister, Boris Johnson. But unfortunately for me, it brought back some very, very vivid memories of Hurricane Ivan, which is almost exactly 13 years ago. So it's very familiar, but I'm already very encouraged by the obvious resilience of the Anguillans, the capability, obvious capability of the Chief Minister, Victor Banks, and the new governor here, Governor Foy. And they seem to have a handle on it and a plan. They've already cleared all of the roads, and now they're moving ahead with debris. There's going to be quite a struggle, I believe, to get power back up because all power is out. But they're working on all of those things, and they have a plan. And people are at it. It reminds me of the way we were back in Cayman in 2004.